Okay, so welcome to this brand new interview where I bring on the achievers of the 1 lakh challenge. So today I have a very special guest. Before I go into that, this is the show which inspires you, which gives you a game plan and gives you ideas to either start a business or follow a mentor or get some business idea for you, because this is going to give you a lot of insight, not just about the story, but about what the success story is about and what the experience that's gone through by the entrepreneur. So welcome to the 1 lakh achiever show, and this is Karthik Nadu here. Let's get started. Today I have a very interesting guest, which I'm going to introduce to you, and especially for women, this is going to be a game changer interview. Very exciting journey, very exciting stuff. Let's go and introduce our guest for today, and her name is Dilpreet. She's been in a community. She's a candle maker by herself. She's a candle making startup coach. In the sense, any woman wants to start up a candle business, she is the person who will guide you step by step with even zero experience of being in that business. And she's from Faridabad. Her brand name is Cow Candles, and she also has a special club for all of you to learn from her. That is the Designer Candle Business Club. And being in the 1 lakh challenge, she's been one of the most dedicated members who attended all the sessions, implemented and taken action, and that is the result. She's earned 1.32 lakh in just 45 days. Okay, without taking further time, let me bring her online and introduce. And here is Dilpreet. So Dilpreet, congratulations and welcome to the 1 lakh achiever show.
Thank you so much, Karthik. Thank you for making it possible. Tons of thanks to you because you all earn out of your own destination, but then we all need a mentor. We all need somebody to handhold. And my pipeline and Karthik Naidu has been those mentors for me. Thanks for making it possible.
Thank you so much. That's so nice. And for all of viewers today, I've just put up the curiosity for them about starting a business, especially for women in the candle industry. Okay, so I'll give you an introduction as a candle maker. So, what exactly does a candle maker do? If you can tell us that.
Okay, so what exactly a candle maker do is a question where you will find a traditional answer saying that we make candles, we sell candles, we have our own brand and all that stuff. But unfortunately, in Indian market especially, candle business has never been explored to its full potential. The business has been with very few people, and the labor is very cheap, so they are earning huge margins
Yeah.
without letting the market know that you actually can do so much. And maybe that was my reason of coming into this industry and then teaching people, because I realized that it has a lot of potential. It's a growing industry. You have huge scope of exports. People in India have realized that candles have so many uses. They make you feel nice. They're used for meditation, spirituality, beautification of your house, aroma. Plus, the most important and the most beautiful, reason behind this entire journey is that you can do it from your home. That's the biggest challenge all females have. That after a certain stage or an age or responsibilities, you can't go out, or you just cannot ignore what you're doing, but yet you want to
True.
do something in your life. So that was my reason of. That was also my reason of coming into this
So
industry.
my,
And
my question is,
yeah.
were you always into like candle making, or what were you actually, how did you start off, Dilpreet? Just tell us about a little bit about your backstory, where you started from and how it is.
Okay. So I was never into candles.
Okay.
It started in 2018. Before that, for almost 18 years, I've worked into corporates, and I
Mm-hmm.
have worked with few of the best brands in the country like Audi, Jerevais, HDFC, Nippon. And my
Wow.
throughout the career journey was into customer services, and a little bit of was into business development. But 2018 was a turning point in my life, and I think what happened for good. I am in a better place now, but at that point of time, I did not realize it's going to turn out so well. So it's going on great.
I want to just like touch upon that, because we have a lot of viewers who'll be watching this who are just getting started in a job and working with really big companies and in somewhere in the mid career. Okay, because during mid career, usually we all know that, right? When we go through that, there would be a lot of commitments that we accumulate, the EMIs, the home, the cars, and so many things. And all of that are dependent basically on the person, whether it's women or men. So during that time, you told me after serving for 18 years, all of a sudden there was an incident that you know that you will not be able to work longer with these companies. And I want to understand what went through you at that time, because having that kind of a lifestyle where you're like completely occupied to getting into overnight not understand what to do in the morning, how was that?
Disastrous. I was into mental depression where people did not realize that I'm going through it, but I was going through it. Sleepless nights. Um, I had huge competition with young generations because when I left, I was almost working for 18 years on a level of head of department, having teams working under me, and market was going through a change. We were in a comfortable situation, but when we came out of that comfort zone, we realized that market doesn't want to pick us, not because we don't have experience, but because they feel we are over experienced. And that was the only challenge which could not find me a job on that salary and that level, was because people didn't want to pay. They said we will
Right.
hire two employees or three employees in your salary and they will work five times more than you. We don't need you. We respect your experience. So that was not very pleasant. And seeing younger generation going through interviews and getting it, and you were coming back empty-handed was not pleasant.
So is it like what do you say, like is it like growing fast in a career is also a threat? Because you grew very fast, right? 18 years of experience, with you climbed the ladder very quick. So what do you think, like on that, was that like a challenge that once you climb a ladder, to get onto the next position becomes harder with your salary package and with the background and your experience? Is that uh, what you try to express? Is that what it is, Dilpreet?
Uh, yes, it's actually a combination of a lot of things. Karthik, now the times have changed. 2018, before COVID, people never realized that they ever have to learn something new. Unfortunately, we were moving in a pattern. If you're working into aviation, you would shift to aviation. If you're working into X industry, you would just try and upgrade yourself into the same industry. After
Right.
COVID, a lot of things have changed. People are doing multitasking. People are starting their own startups. People want to do every day something new, work less, earn more. The entire mentality has changed.
Yeah.
You work with younger generation, they don't want to work for 12 hours in a day and have no life left for themselves. I
Yeah.
realized that very late because I came out of that comfort very late. So I guess
Right.
everybody should keep upgrading themselves and always work on their passion in early ages rather than sticking on to a job which is just giving money and not giving them happiness. I would leave at 7 in the morning, come back at 9 in the night, no life left. So this was much better.
So thanks for sharing that, Dilpreet. Because why I touched upon the topic, though it's not connected to Candle, was we have a lot of viewers who are just getting started and who are in the mid-career, who are like 25, 28, and they know that they're climbing the ladder quick enough. But I want them to be well aware of experience of what you've gone through, right? If it could happen to you, it could happen to anybody. So I think even if this interview can give them a small thought that I need to be prepared for that day, someday something happens, I think then it makes a lot of value by doing what we are doing right now. Okay, so now let's get into 2018. So once you finished all of that job and you sat back and you were going through that, how did this idea come up with candle making? I mean, why not? Why did this idea come up? What's that instant?
So I've always been inclined towards spirituality.
Okay.
2008, when I first time went to US, I came across a lot of followers of Yogi Bhajan. These are a lot of Americans who are turned into Sikhism and they do Kundalini yoga, Reiki, and all that stuff. And I was quite fascinated how, we are so disconnected with what our roots are, and we're running in our life without realizing how important it is to stay grounded, how important it is to, when we say higher self, it's taken in a very wrong sense. People don't realize. But it was a very fascinating journey for me, and that time I thought I will someday learn all this. But again, I was so happy with whatever was going on, I never took a chance. When I got out of job, the first thing I thought was maybe that's my clue that I need to move back to what I wanted to do. So I learned Reiki and I learned a lot of other modalities. Um, Finding clients, of course, was a challenge, and I don't believe in just selling to masses without even making them realize what exactly you're trying to do. So I realized that
Yeah.
Indians still don't believe in energy healing the way foreigners do, and to make them realize it takes long time. And candles,
Right.
I have experienced that makes a lot of changes in your entire mood, entire mental health. Essential oils have such an important role to play when it comes to medicinal benefits and a lot of other things. So we thought we will create a physical product which goes to a client, and along with the physical product, they can feel the energies as well. So we energize these candles. That's how the
Candles.
whole idea came. Unfortunately
Oh,
or fortunately, COVID came, and I thought that what could be a better time than this, because now is the time people genuinely want to experience that. We're stuck at homes, we can't go
yeah.
out. If you just light a candle in the evening and you sit with your eyes closed for 10 minutes, you can feel the entire thing turning into positivity. And it has helped a lot of my clients, a lot of people
Yeah.
around myself. So from there, it kept going on and on. So that's how it all started.
Wow, I think that was a great touch because of your touch with Reiki and spirituality is where you found that candles are amazing. And those of the our viewers are watching this, if you're wondering how does like a candle is connected to all this, I'm going to touch upon the topic right now with Dilpreet. So Dilpreet, tell us about candles. See, basically when somebody tells candle, we think about lighting it. Okay, like for the light when there's no power, but right now everybody has UPS and like they have backups and a lot of things, so we never see a day without the light there. So what are candles and what kind of candles are these? What are the different ways of candles? If you can educate our viewers on how does those candles work, that will be great. We are curious to know about that.
So, yes, we all know that there were times when we used to do our homework when there was no electricity.
Yeah.
Gone are those days. Now nobody uses them for light purposes. But
Yeah.
candles have a lot of other uses, like when we talk about our candles, we use a lot of essential oils in our candles. So essential oils, as the product itself, has many medicinal benefits,
Right.
spiritual benefits. Each essential oil has a different kind of fragrance, different kind of use, and it's been proved in different modalities. People are using these oils. So you can combine them with your candles and you inhale these fragrances, which help you in a lot of issues like anxieties, depression, cough,
Okay.
cold, sinus, insomnia. So all our range is also designed in such manner where they, work on these problems, help the end user. Other than this, candles, different colors of candles are used for different purposes. So if you talk about the healing or the spiritual world, white is a color of peace. These are general things, but when you combine them with something like this, it enhances the experience. Green is the
Experience.
color of money. Golden is the color of manifestation. So a lot
Wow.
of people are not aware, but you do so many simple rituals which can bring in so much change in your overall uh, energy, and you experience a lot of positive stuff, because I have been through all those experiences, and it's like a book which is filled with experiences I've experienced, and then I'm sharing with others now. So that's what I try and do in my classes also when I teach people. It's not just about the technique. There is a lot you need to know about the product, because now the worlds are changing. When you're
Yeah.
putting an Instagram post or you're trying to create a caption for your product, you need to actually be convinced inside and know that why am I doing this, or what kind of user can be there out searching for candles. So all those keywords, those tags. So we try and inculcate all that knowledge into this course, and the uses are multiple. You use copper vessels, concrete vessels these days. These are reusable vessels. People use them for interior decoration. So there are multiple uses of candles now.
Right, absolutely. And when we speak about these different candles, a lot of people are not aware of how it works. We've seen all the designer candles. It's there on probably Home Stop or different places, which we've seen. And the story behind creation of that is where you have more detail, like the way you're mentioning. So let's say that somebody wants to start. So right now you've started a club where you're teaching people how to start a candle business, right? So you tell them how to start off a candle business. So Dilpreet is not just into selling candles by herself, but she's right now on creating a business opportunity for women who really want to be financially independent and earn and build a business around it. And that's why she started this called as Designer Candle Business Club, and she's a startup coach for candle making. So tell us about that, Dilpreet. So how did this idea come up? You were doing candles, but what thought came to you when you decided that you wanted to teach this skill and this art to people who want to start their entrepreneur journey? Tell us about that.
Okay. So, as I said, that I had to start from fresh. Where to learn was a very big challenge. I wanted to make them, but there was hardly any institute who would consider this as a full-fledged business and teach me everything. You could
This
find
was when
some
you
few,
wanted to do it, right?
yes, when I wanted
Okay.
to do it. So you could find some hobby classes which would just tell you bits and pieces which are of no use. So then I thought, one, I can't go anywhere out and leave my kid at home. She was just 9 months old at that point of time. And the second
Right.
challenge was that I'm not too sure if they're going to actually teach me whatever I need, because this is just like a YouTube video watching. So then I started learning. I started approaching a lot of candle makers who were there on social media. And I realized there is a lot of insecurity in people. I mean, people don't
Right.
want to share the insights, or maybe they genuinely don't want to help because they feel that what if this person gets to know everything about my business? Tomorrow
Yeah.
they will also copy paste. And
Correct.
I, as an individual, believe that you all have your own destiny and time. It comes to you. Your intent should be good enough. It takes you, you know,
Yes.
to real good places you can't even imagine. So, with that thought in mind, I decided whenever I become successful, I have to make sure that I teach others also, because this is important. So now my motto is to streamline this industry in India and bring it to a level where people genuinely recognize this. People can come, people can learn skills, people can understand how they can do business, and in future, hopefully, we are working on this. We're going to work on sales platforms also, because then my students will not have to go anywhere else, kahan sell kare and all that stuff. So this is going to become
Absolutely.
even more easy. So that
Yes.
that was the start of this whole journey. And then a lot of
Wonderful.
hobby applications started approaching, and I'm a mentor with Pankhudi, with class. A lot of things happened.
Amazing, amazing, Dilpreet. I think that's great. So, for all the viewers who are like watching this, especially women, if you're thinking that you want to start a business and how can I start it, I think this is one great opportunity where you can learn about candle making. You can do this from your comfort of your home, as Dilpreet mentioned, and she will guide you through from beginning, even like until selling those candles. Okay, and I've been observing her model also very closely, like how she's able to get people and like sell those and even teach people. So I think that would be a right platform if you're in the phase of thinking about starting a business. Then absolutely this is going to be there. So what I'll do is I'll give you a description. I'll give you the link in my description, so click on that. You can book a call with Dilpreet. Okay, so I've given her link, so it's going to be absolutely free consultation call, right, Dilpreet? Is it going to be,
Yes,
yeah, because you're watching
yes.
this interview, I'm going to give you a free consultation call with her, connect with her, and see how you can become, how you can get into the zone of building a business in the candle making. Okay, that's what she'll be helping with you. So, apart from that, Dilpreet, so right now, since you knew the craft, okay, the biggest challenge in entrepreneurship, especially in this day and age, is it's not about just the business. Okay, we
Right.
might have a great product, great service, but reaching to people, giving it to them, selling it, and then getting those whole process done. There are two ways. One is either you employ 10 people to do it, or you build some systems and automation that work for you. And for you to step into my pipeline, that was the reason I want to ask you a question is, please share the experience of technical in your terms. Okay, when you decided to build a business, because a lot of people don't know about how can I build this. They don't know what are available, what is not available. So from your perspective, when you got in, what were your biggest learnings, and how was your journey when it came to building your systems and making that sales?
So, Karthik, I was actually looking for something which could, So I used to go on Facebook. I used to see a lot of advertisement, people clicking on that, resharing them, learn more, book now. And I've been actually wondering, how do they do this? Yeah, I was asking my niece, I was asking technical people, and everybody would say this thousand, this lakh, this thing. I was like, oh God. And then the biggest challenge was that I was still dependent on the second person.
True.
Tomorrow, if he doesn't want to answer me, or if he's not in mood of doing that stuff for me, it will be a delay. So that was my biggest problem. One, I was a startup owner. Second, you always feel that I don't want to invest this much money into something I'm not aware of. So
True.
technically, not being so sound, I was always into a doubt that should I do it, should I not do it? And the day I saw your advertisement, I just came out of a meeting, and that person gave me a huge quote with X, Y, Z. This is what we are going to do. This is that, and we are going to give you this sale. And it's like, okay, let's take 5 minutes break. I still need to think if I want to put this money into it or not. And I saw your ad. I was like, all right, it's okay. Koi baat nahi. Let's do it. Let's just see what it is. And I'm so grateful to God I did that. So I did
What a
that, and I was in my, yeah.
It's such a
So I
coincidence. I
was,
mean, you just came out from a meeting where you were signing up for such a huge amount, and you
yeah,
saw the ad. I mean, it's really maybe it's like you attracted it.
I attracted it, true. And it just happened. I saw your, the free webinar, and so while you were just telling how one can go for it, how one can register it, you gave an amount. If I'm not wrong, I think it was some 14,000, 15,000. I'm not too sure. And I was like, okay, I don't know anything about technical world. Should I go for it? And I just had this thought in mind, God, if he says somewhere around 5,000, I'm going to register it now. And the moment I said that, it was like you said that, okay, now I am going to give you this in one triple line only. I was like, oh God, what could be better than this? So I
Yeah.
did that. And from that day till today, every day I am changing, evolving, getting better. There is so much I have learned. I always thought that I am learning, but believe me, learning with a mentor, learning with a system, following up instructions and doing what somebody who's already successful is doing is very different than doing it all by yourself, getting overwhelmed, getting failed every day, and landing up nowhere. So those 30 days actually changed my life. So thanks
Right. Look,
once again to you.
my pleasure, Dilpreet. That's so amazing. And even I'll tell you, it's not only about the program. See, I always tell this that uh, the program is good. That is fine, but it also depends on the member. I keep telling them, it's as good as you use it. The more focused you are, the more you learn, the more you get about it. So I used to see that even during the sessions, you were one of the member in that WhatsApp groups who used to message and clear all your doubts. Undoubtedly, I used to see the name Dilpreet all the time, asking, "This is my landing page. This is my review. Can you do that?" So, what made you get so interested during that learning phase? I want to know about that.
Uh, One very important thing, I had inquired things in market and I knew what I'm getting is much, much, much more than what I would get after paying 100 times more than this. So that was one reason. And the second reason was, I think, Karthik, you, because from the very beginning, I resonated with you. Whatever you said, it made sense. There were a lot of things which are not exactly technical, but working on mindset.
Yes.
Affirmations has played such an important role. I, being a healer, used to do affirmations every day, but none of the affirmations have worked so strongly. So now it's like a life mantra. Every day morning I get up, even if somebody doesn't want to listen to it in my home, I would put it on speaker. And it's like a mandate. You have to listen to this. And
Listen.
it's working. It's happening. I'm getting deals. I'm getting money. Money is flowing every day. I love my family. I mean, I remember all those affirmations now.
Yes.
And, you know, every day what you taught was like, okay, I need this. Even if I say I don't, I need this. You don't realize at times, but being into current situation, being into online world, it's a combination of everything you need to run your business.
True. True.
You have ads, you have funnels, you have automations, you have LMS, you have marketing, you name it, and you can integrate anything. I mean, what could be better than this? People who haven't experienced it, I think they must come and at least experience this one, because they will definitely realize that what they're doing outside or what they're paying, it's going to add a lot of value to their whole journey. And you said a very nice thing that after 30 days, what you're going to be is going to be very different. You as an individual are going to change. So it did happen to me. So I'm
Wow.
quite happy.
So amazing to know that, Dilpreet. You've come a long way. I mean, from the day you've started and the way you've taken it. I still remember you had messaged the first sale, right? You had messaged the first sale, I think. You had left a
Yeah.
personal message on that. So I want to know that for a person who's really trying to build a business and you make it happen one day. So now you know it's just the beginning and there's a long way to go. So what was your experience internally? Because a lot of beliefs and a lot of things, though we are into systems and automation, but as I tell you, the mindset, your internal thing is so important. So when you really made that happen through this, what was the feeling of that moment?
I want more. Yes, it's happening. That was the actual feeling inside. I mean, I was like, how
Wow.
selfish we can be. Abhi, I wanted one at least, and now I want
Yes.
more. And touch wood, it's just like every day now. I sleep with
Yeah.
this that I want more, 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 and
Yes.
it's just coming. So the system
Wow.
has helped. The first sale made me believe that okay, the system works. It's working. The process works, and the only thing now I have to do is move on the process,
Yeah.
improvise myself, you know, go on next step. So the first sale proved it that yes, it's working, it's happening, it's getting registered. I have clients' data, I can talk to them,
Yes.
they're coming live. So
Yeah.
everything what I could just see from a tutorial or somebody telling me it is possible was actually coming possible. So it was a wonderful feeling. Yeah, it was a
Lovely. So
great
if
feeling.
if anybody gets in touch with you, what is the flow that you do? So for all our viewers, even we have our members who are participating in 1 lakh challenge who's watching this. So tell us their funnel flow in the sense once the advertisement runs, what are you doing them until you sign up? So what are the different steps
Okay.
that you do? Can you tell us that?
Okay. First thing I want to tell everybody is I'm very stubborn. When I came to 1 lakh challenge, Karthik kept saying that follow the process, follow the process, follow the process. And initially, for a week, I was like, okay, I get it, but I am not in that kind of business. I guess we all come with that mindset. We think we know everything. So it's like I can't do one-on-one. My audience are not like that. Those are those homemakers who would never make an appointment. But I realized the power of one-on-one appointment once I started doing it. And till date, I'm just thinking I'm so happy with this. You know, leads falling in every day. I don't have time in
Yeah.
my calendar to get more leads. So the overall structure now is that you watch an ad, you just click on, booking a slot with us. You can
Yeah.
select a date and time as per your comfort. So the funnel, the landing page gives you an option of booking up a calendar. And once the calendar is booked, I get the details of my clients. We call them, we understand from them, what exactly are they looking for. And if we feel that, okay, we can add value, we connect over a Zoom call. Then this is a detailed discussion for around 25-30 minutes where we exchange the whole course structure and answer their queries. And once it is clear,
Yeah.
99.9% we close the deals there. Payments are
Yeah.
integrated. It's just a click
Yes.
away. So you just give them,
Yes.
and that's the beauty of this. Because
Yeah.
sending separate links, asking them to do this and that, it's okay. It happens in this industry, but it still is not very professional. So
Yeah.
having
And you're
everything at
using
one
Stripe,
place is, I
right?
think,
You're using Stripe.
I am now using Stripe and Instamojo both because
Instamoja and
it
Stripe.
gives the
Nice.
option. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thanks for sharing that, Dilpreet. It was awesome. This shows that you're very well aware of exactly the whole flow, and you're actually ready to teach people. Okay, believe me,
Yeah.
you're ready to teach entrepreneurs because people are coming to you. They also are starting a business, and I think you're all set to go ahead and teach them. So before we wind up and come to the last segment of this amazing interview, which is going right now, I want to ask you, like, what do you think is the biggest learning you got from 1 lakh challenge? The one biggest learning through the process of 30 days. What do you mark it as? This is what it is.
Okay. In one sentence, it's a little difficult to say because you're giving too much value addition, Karthik, I must tell you. I know somewhere all your students would agree to this, but for me, I would just try and tell everyone out there the first and the most important decision in life is to take a decision. 99.9% we don't take a decision thinking, I don't know. So keep moving with time, improvise yourself, enhance your knowledge. And in today's world, it's impossible if you think you can have a shop at one place and you can still grow, have leads, organic ways of exploring and expanding your business are gone. We are into a world where everything is online. There are no limits. You can sit at any place in the world and sell across the world. So please keep learning, be into the digital world. And
Yeah.
my pipeline is your one point solution for all those things. So I think you must, look into this and experiment it once. It's worth giving a shot.
So Dilpreet's simple success formula tip for you is start making it happen. Make the decision, because until and unless you make a decision, nothing is going to change. So having said that, thank you so much, Dilpreet. It was really great connecting with you, knowing about the candle industry, about your experience. It was such an inspiring journey for a lot of women who want to start off, and they're definitely going to get in touch with you because by the way you put across a lot of things here. Okay, so wishing you the best. We are just waiting for you to hit the 10 lakh rupees. And these numbers, it's not about just the money, but those are the milestones. I always tell that people will not pay you just like that. If they pay you, that you're valuable, right? And that's the measurement of any entrepreneur. Because why do we like valuate a company? We say that this valuation, it's not the money part. It value is that people are willing to pay for their products or services. So all the best, Dilpreet. It was amazing having you here. Any final words you want to share with our viewers who are watching this about the success and where they should get started on this journey?
Once again, I would just try and say that work hard, never think it's enough, always learn new things, and keep going. The day you feel I am about to give up is almost the time when you're, about to hit success. So always tell yourself, don't worry, it's about to come, and keep going. It'll come one day. That's
Lovely,
it.
lovely. So the day you feel like it's going to end is the day which actually could take you to success. That's a very
True.
good one. Thanks for sharing that, Dilpreet. And all the viewers who are watching this, hope this interview gave you a lot of insights about a lot of stuff, not just about a business, but how you can really get started, especially for women. And if you're watching this, if you feel anybody in your circle, whether it's your friend, it's a sister, it's a sibling, or anybody who needs to watch this interview to get started in the entrepreneurship journey, go ahead right now, share this video, and just stay tuned. Hit the like button to this video and subscribe to the channel to stay connected with more and more success stories coming your way. So having said that, this is Dilpreet and Karthik Naidu signing off. Stay connected to us to watch more achiever stories to inspire you to take you to the next level. Thank you so much. Have an awesome time.